Ebusian for Mama Mwati say MPP party near friend MPP no, they have proven and shown say in opposition, that is when they are effective. Somewhere last week, and I made a story, Bremo say, Kojo upon Kroma, Epese or passe emrebi. Omo pese omo passe mra, MPP for supporting mrabi, omo pese omo passe mra say, a buying on to mean spend this car one budget for. Emma me mamoti as say, yadepa, running the air. But my question was that, Dientia, and now almost your modo MPP. Now so more buying a was no, to me and passing brasa. Emma ye na ye data are a trace or more resono or more overspending a year the budget. But give it to them, it's a good thing. Me who comments baby and melodies a bush for Kramoka say a yemra a chayi a year. And the minority chief whip in the person of a year Frankano Dompre, our year in Sawomit Redri for MP, and so a pushy for Emra. Now, a Emra Bayan was say 60% of Ghana, your water bodies no, or pushy for ecocide law, as 60% of Ghana or 60% of water bodies are polluted in Ghana. Inti or perceive pushy Emra, Emra no, ebema yem polluted Ghana and Shubium. And I'm just fascinated. I'm like, okay, the MPP for namuni minyama we ni naye. And during more time, na report eba say ye politi ensure say that time na muntu me pushi some rawe. And then in opposition, I'm versa mo pushing rawe. It's good. I'm not going to lie. It is good that the MPP is championing Mbrebise, and it shows how good they are in opposition. So let us still let them remain in opposition because that is where they are effective. You better go kinkan mrana ni ahead your mope say omo edeba. And then first time wa ha me share subscribe na click the notification bell ne so. Oya ne sa latest news bi aba onsa ebeka. Answer ni ebeko so no me share obi biara wotie me bia wefu so a opese wefu ko form no. Book na that screen so no. Me recommend am. This book is my bestseller. Okay, book we am a bestseller. We've sold thousands of copies. Now, Oshe daily confirmations, ni testimonials are eba enyasem ketwa. Enti dia me kan say Oshe na se we fusun na opese we fuko form. E just on pese we fu be form. Ba pese we fuko form pan dia book we eye ma. Oye Ghana ni na wa brochure na ope hard copy na. Very simple. Now say obeko Amazon. Now I search for your action plan for weight loss. Book no no your action plan for weight loss. Into call Amazon and now I search for title no. Into search for title na obon say ebeba na wato oto ayebe shepe dia bro. And now say number na wo screen is no 0558074986. Obi to me afresh number no. So fresh number na yebe sort it out. Say wa won person be call Amazon na wa call yes anyama na don't worry, there is a link in the comment box. O dey click it so keke o click here. You see all the options. Now to say what picky dear ebeboa. Now, as the minority chief whip pushes for ecocide law as 60% of water bodies polluted. As the minority chief whip and in Sawe Medredri MP, Frankano Dompre, has made a passionate plea to government to consider criminalizing mass destruction of the environment, particularly water bodies, under a proposed ecocide law. The person may find the biome. Or say, minority chief whip and Insawem Edredri MP, Frankano Dompre, has made a passionate plea to government to consider criminalizing mass destruction of the environment. And the Frankano Dompre is telling us, say government should consider criminalizing under MPP. And ye can say, when him say in the history of this country, under MPP na or mine ye lusu ye forest reserves pan. They didn't think of criminalizing it. Under MPP. And the MPP ena ɔman no ye nyina ye hu se ya destroy forest reserves ye nyina ye hu se ye nsuo essay ye more and MPP for 8 years but emede se Frank Anodonpre afiansa we hu ne se ye criminalize sa nyama we emede because what tin se mo ka o say government should consider abayen sha ase se o ye den or dreams ade ne ho nti na me pese me bi se MPP for say sa ideas we ni na no na mo wo na President Akufo Addo na on jintum ana say ye den just a simple question. Ideas we ni na no na ya de bia wo mu trim nanso Akufo Addo jintum ana say ye den. Because for me, that's the only explanation you can. That's the only thing you can tell me. Also speaking in Parliament on Monday, March 9th, 2026, Tresende, he described the country's rivers, forests, and farmlands as being pushed to the brink, largely by illegal small-scale mining, Galamsey. And I remember very well that under the NPP, when the NDC was also speaking like this in Parliament and they were telling the NPP to take action. Frank Anodonpre say mo kind say ane mo say insu no more than us. When you am say statement no. You've destroyed the water more than us. Everyone want say nded here. Frank Anodonpre asemo wakani. I say with up to 60% of Ghana's water bodies already polluted, he warned that the damage is no longer just an environmental issue as it threatens the health, food security, and future of ordinary Ghanaians. As the Honorable Speaker, I rise today with a profound sense of urgency and responsibility to speak on a matter that transcends partisan politics, economic growth, and short-term development agenda, he said. Anodonpre explained that ecocide is a clear legal concept gaining traction worldwide over unlawful or reckless acts that cause severe, widespread, or long-term harm to ecosystems. Also, ecocide, as defined by an independent experts panel convened by Stop Ecocide International, refers to unlawful or wanton acts committed with knowledge that there is a substantial likelihood of severe and either widespread or long-term damage to the environment, he added. He pointed out that while genocide, war crimes, and crimes against humanity are already international crimes, peacetime ecocide still falls into a legal gap, allowing polluters, companies, and individuals to escape real accountability. This absence in international law creates a legal vacuum. Corporations, state actors, and individuals can commit ecological destruction, deforestation, industrial pollution, oil spill, and climate amplifying activities with limited criminal liability, he stressed. In the some person trying to say, Bonia would be brave, it will be asim. Obiko kukum be a hun say Bonia, Obiko Wiji war will be a hun say Bonia, and so Biko say asasi and now was say we are. I say, yen shede hu ne se ye bone kese sa nti Ghana ne yen passe mbra ye be masa ade ne ye hu ne se ye bone kese na ye ni nipa ye den so nti obi kokko se nsuo bi ana bibia e hu ne se we di bone e wo se nipa kro no ye twe na so anya aso tweketwa. He cited the Niger Delta as and Niger Delta, however you pronounce it, as one failed circumstance where decades of oil spills have poisoned water, soil, and communities, with full recovery still decades away. He argued that Galamsey has turned once fertile cocoa farms into moon-like craters filled with toxic water, which has not only poisoned fish stocks, but poses serious health risk to both adults and children in mining areas. He highlighted growing global momentum on ecocide law in at least 11 countries, including France, Belgium, Ecuador, and several former Soviet states. He indicated that the above countries have already made ecocide a domestic crime, with Belgium becoming the first EU nation to pass the law in 2023. I said, this is not merely environmental law, it is justice law, he said. Anodompre called on Parliament to pass clear, stand-alone legislation defining and punishing ecocide, which also pushing, while also pushing Ghana to lead Africa in advocating for it to become the fifth international crime under the Rome statutes. Statutes. It's basically, what Anodompre is calling for, it's not a bad thing, and I'll give that to him. Okay, it's not a bad thing. He wants us to, Parliament, no, mra, ena, MPs, no, eshishe. Okay, mra na MPs, no, eshishe. Na mra na MPs, no, eshishe, no. You see, at the end of the day, MPs, no, mra na wamo shishe, no. Omo ejuma, no. Inti Anodompre pese o tre se, ase obi saying so a, ase ye janu mane kosa. Ye make sure se be hye mra. So bi eko saying so a wonim say nsuo we amase no. Ye be hu ne se we ku nipa. Na mra ni nipa ko na di te se de wakwa kokum nipa. And I think said that is the right way. Inti wo saying nsuo na be hu ne se nsuo we amase ye akwa se me kum nipa. Okokwaye mu na okosey asase na wo sey kwaye na ebe hu ne se kwaye a me say ni me kum nipa nti mra ne chi na mra ne be di liti se ne wo kum nipa. And it is a good thing. Ebeboa. But the thing is that adie we ni na under MPP Anodompre mo anyu mo po de mo ma kwan e ma ngrofo ba bewura kwaye nim esey no mo ehu sebe adwen no se mo de adie we beba in opposition ena motumi adwen nyama we hu it is good that you people will be in opposition forever, because then you are going to give us more good ideas like this. So I pray that you people stay in opposition forever. Muntre want your comment box ni mo me da se.